All right, on this assignment, there's kind of a lot of problems, so you can go ahead and get rid of all of these problems. You can also get rid of the problems that have multiple letters. We're not going to try those right now, okay? But we do want to be able to do multiplying a binomial. If you look at your notes, it's multiplying is multiply the coefficients, and then when you multiply the same variable, you need to add the exponents. So what do we mean by that? Well, like this. I'm going to distribute this one to here, and I'm going to distribute it here, right? So when we say multiply the coefficients are the numbers in front. So 6 times 2 is 12. Now I'm multiplying v times v. So I need to look at the exponents. Even though it's not written there, if it's a v by itself, the exponent is automatically 1. So if you need to, you write them down. But now it's v, and I add the two exponents, so I get a 2. Now if I'm doing 6v times 3, that's 6 times 3 is a positive 18. And I say positive, so you know you got to put a plus there. And then you still have to have your v there. That's the answer. That's it. That's all we're having to do right now. Okay? So if I look at 2, negative 7 times negative 5 is, well, negative times negative is positive. 7 times 5 is 35. And then v with 1 for the exponent times v with 1 for the exponent is v squared, or v to the second power. Now I do the negative 7 times 8. Negative times a positive is negative. 7 times 8 is 56. And you still have a v. Right? So these are the easier problems. I'll let you do 5 by yourself. I'll do also number 4. If they have 3 terms, it's no big deal. You're still doing the same thing. 4 times 5 is 20. N times n squared. Remember, you have a 1 there. So now that's n. 1 plus 2 is 3. All right, same thing here. Negative times a positive is negative. 4 times 7 is 28. N times n is n squared. Okay, I always write the 1 there just so I don't forget to add that one. Now 4n times negative 3, that's positive times negative is negative. 4 times 3 is 12, and you still have an n there. All right, so you should be able to do a couple of those. So I'll let you do 5 on your own. Those are the easy ones when you're just multiplying one monomial, right? So that's just one number in a letter times something else, right? You just had 1 out here. Now I have 2. So this is called a binomial. A binomial times a binomial. This is a little bit harder because I have to multiply all of it out, and then I have to add the parts together, or collect like terms is what we call it. So 2n times 6n, 2 times 6 is 12, n times n is n squared. Also 2n times 1 is just a positive 2n. Now I take this 2 and I multiply that by 6n. So 2 times 6 is positive 12n. Now I do 2 times 1. That's positive 2. Now, here's the part that makes this a little bit harder. So once I've done this, I need to take the parts that can go together, right? I have an n squared, n, and 2. So these are all different except for the 2n and the 12n. Those have the same variable with the same exponent, so we can add those together. So I got 2 plus 12 is 14, and then the n stays the same. Right? So try to do this one right here and this one right here, which is just like this.